Hey GolfPass, I'm Ballard, and I've got one heck of a tip for you today. Most players just simply don't set up to the ball in a way that they can hit those big drives like you see the guys on the tour. You see guys on tour, what they're doing is actually getting behind the golf ball and they're hitting up on it. And that means that their club is moving from low to high up into the golf ball as they're hitting it. That helps them to launch the ball higher. You know, you hardly ever see any of your buddies doing this. So once you get this down, you're going to launch that ball a mile in the air, and even better than that, we're going to take the spin off of it. When you take the spin off of it, it means less curve, and it's going to cut right through the wind. So you're going to hit higher, longer drives. So what they do here is they get behind it, but what I see most people do is actually get in front of it. They start to get in front of this golf ball, they hit down on it, and that not only makes it launch low, but it increases the spin. That's that ball that kind of balloons up like this. You feel like you hammered it, and it went 40 yards shorter than you thought. Well, the first piece of this, you absolutely have to get this piece right or it's simply just not going to work, is you have to tee the ball up much, much higher than you think. So if I grab this golf ball, most players tend to tee the ball up somewhere near the middle of the face or slightly above the center of the face. So if I'm looking at this golf ball here, maybe just the top of my ball is barely peeking out of over the crown of this club here. What I want you to do is tee it up high enough where actually 3/4 of your ball is above the crown. That means that most of your ball is above the crown. What that's going to allow me to do now, when I tee this ball up high like that, is I have plenty of room to miss the ground and still hit up on that golf ball and hit it on the sweet spot. You never want to hit low on the club face or it's going to be that spinny one. So the second tip is I have to get behind this golf ball, like I said. And if you watch the best players in the world, what they're going to do is they're going to make this great big turn, and even in their downswing, they're going to keep this lead shoulder behind the golf ball. Most players that I see, and what I see a lot of players struggle with, is they'll start to slide in front. So if I went halfway into my downswing and you drew a line from the outside of my shoulder straight down to the ground, you see that would be very far in front of this golf ball here. The best players stay behind that golf ball. A great little tip for that is to feel like your head is angled back at this golf ball, and now you're looking at the back of it. That gets me in a position to where I can hit up on the golf ball. Now the ground's out of the way, I can hit it high on the face. So that's the first two keys. You want to stay behind it, and you want to tee it up high enough to where it gets high on the face. Now from there, this is a big pet peeve of mine. I got to tell you, I can just see the yardage just sucked out of people's swing when they do this one wrong. You want to go ahead and tee up or set up with a nice wide stance. So many players I see that have a lot more power and speed than they think they have, just set up with it too daggone narrow. And if I'm narrow like this, I'm not going to hit it very far. Even if I hit it dead on the screws, as good as I can hit one, it's just not going to go that far. I want you to actually feel like your instep of your feet is on the outside of your shoulders. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I look a lot more athletic like this than I do like this. That also sets me farther behind the golf ball, which helps me to hit up on it and launch it high like we were talking about before. So let's put that together. I got the ball a little bit higher so I can hit up on it. I'm going to stay behind this golf ball, keep my nose angled at the back of the ball, and then from there, I'm going to take an athletic stance. Now go ahead and give it a big rip. Let's see if we can hit that house. Oh, just a touch left of it. I don't think I'm going to get there, but that's about as good as I can do. All right, head on over to GolfPass to see some more great videos, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.